welcome to today's crystal ball reading. I hope you are well. A bit of an early one, but I do have to check out of here in an hour and a half. So I thought, why not get one in just before I leave? So it seemed to go okay yesterday. So we'll see how it goes today. So we do have same cards, still here, same cards. Chakra, love, Akashic, angel, and my brand new ones that I got from around here is the magic, making magic. So yeah, so not too many cards, but crystal ball. So as many questions as you like. Tamika, love, light, and blessings. Well, ask away. Feel free to ask away. So, yeah. So we don't have too long today because I do have to check out of here, so I can't go over time. But yeah, um, we'll have like an hour, I think. So yeah, ask away. And I will go back over the cards when a few more people join. Um, yeah. I'm sorry that I haven't sorted the background music out just yet, but I will do that. I will get to that eventually. We just need a plant. Sombras. I don't know how I'm saying that. I don't know where the gaps are in your name, but hello and welcome. I'm Venus. This is Secret Frequencies, and we do many different types of readings here every week. Trying to do at least 5 a week. We have crystal ball tarot, pendulum, channelings, bone readings, flower readings, unique readings that you probably never had before. So do feel free to subscribe and join us. But yes, so let's begin with the first question, which is Tamika. Will I get psychosis from drinking alcohol on this new antipsychotic lisinopril, or will it hold me? Okay, drinking alcohol on it. Okay. As I always say with medical and health questions, always double check these things with the appropriate healthcare professional. Always. But that's just my disclaimer. I will see what the ball says on that. So I'm getting a no on that. But like I said, do always double check these things. But I'm getting a no on that. Hello, welcome. Other people in the chat, feel free to ask your questions. I know we don't have many people in right now. Bit of a quiet one, a bit of an early. It's a bit early for me, I know. But yeah, do please like the video if you haven't liked it already. I greatly appreciate you. And I will go back over the cards in just a moment. Maybe I'll share the stream. Bear with me one moment. We have people in. Hello and welcome. So, who are you? So, I'm Venus, like the planet, and this is Secret Frequencies, and I'm doing crystal ball readings today. We do have some cards as well. So we have chakra cards, love cards, Akashic cards, angel cards, and making magic cards as well. So hello and welcome. If you are new, feel free to post your questions. Really lovely to see new people in the chat. We do many different types of readings here every week. Crystal ball, tarot, pendulum, channelings, past, present, and future love readings, flower readings, bone readings, sometimes things like past life readings and starseed readings and things like that. So yeah, feel free to ask specific questions for the crystal ball. Um, I do appreciate your full name and date of birth if you are new. It does help me to connect your energy a little bit. But yeah, you can go ahead and just ask what you like. Hello, Kevin. I'm very well. I hope you are well. And thank you. I like you too. I like you too. I don't know what your name is. What's your name? And I just think I'm saying Sombras del Masala. I like you too. Aryan Sadwa says baby face. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I get ID'd a lot, so yeah, probably. Um, who do you think named me Venus? um, yeah. So, well, I mean, you can ask me questions about myself if you want, but yeah, people generally ask questions about their own life for the crystal ball. Um, yeah. So, I'm from. Oh no, I thought you were nice. I'll have to let me just put this user in a timeout. So I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm from the UK. So I'm doing crystal ball with oracle cards. So you can choose out of the oracle cards, or you can ask specific questions for the crystal ball. Yeah, we do readings like this every other day or something. Crystal ball. So yeah, so it's a type of divination. So it's kind of like using a pendulum or using tarot, but you can be a bit more specific in the questions that you're asking. So crystal ball is quite a good one, I think. But yeah, it's just divination, like tarot, like pendulums. What else? Scrying mirrors. It's a type of scrying. It is a type of scrying. Um, from India. Oh, we have a lot of Indian members and subscribers as well. So yeah, it tends to be American and Indian people that we get here. So they're like my main subscribers. Lots of love to you. Hopefully I will go to India one day. I'm hoping. Um, tongue twister for me. She sells seashells by the seashore. Yes, we do that one. Yes. Um, Aman Morton says, "Are you happy with your life?" Yes, I am. I'm pretty happy. I am pretty happy. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm pretty happy with my life. Yes, I hope you are happy with your life. Um, I think we're always working on like improvements and just trying new things. That's one thing I love to do. I'm kind of trying to focus a little bit on travel at the moment, but yeah, I'm really loving it. I'm having a great time. I've done a bit of a solo trip. Began a bit of a solo trip in the UK at the moment, and I'm having a great time. Pooja, I'm very well. I hope you are well. Let's remove this person. Keep the stream PG. Aman, if you were to die today, you will have any regrets? Yeah, it's a difficult question to answer because I feel like we all have some regrets, but I feel like it's worse to regret things that you haven't done than things that you have done. So as long as you keep like making actions, taking momentum, like I said, trying new experiences, just pushing yourself in life, then I don't really think that you'll have too many regrets. Um, yeah, I feel like I'm quite fulfilled with my life. I feel like I've done a lot. I've done a lot of different things and tried a lot of different things, and I feel, yeah, everyone has regrets, but not to a, not to the extent where I would, yeah, I would say no. I would say no to that question as in a simple way to answer. I'm quite happy with my life and where I'm going and what I'm doing. So yeah. Um, degree question mark? Are you asking if I have a degree? I don't know what you mean. Tamika says, is a Xenopine antipsychotic strong enough for me to prevent psychosis, or I will need another one? Okay. So I'm guessing a yes to being strong enough. Again, always checking with the appropriate healthcare professionals, but I am getting yes to it being strong enough. And Pooja, I saw a dream that the soulmate person is a friend of one of my cousin's spouses. Was that really true or just an illusion? Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing there is some truth to that. There may only be like acquaintance energy, like they've met before or they've worked together or something like that. It doesn't feel like a really strong connection, but I think there's some level of knowing each other from somewhere. I would say yes. Um, Kevin says it got skipped. Sorry, it must have been in the middle of all of the deleted ones. Oh yeah, I can see it now when I scroll up. I'm so sorry. Um, when Piyush or see me while walking or passing by, what does he think about me? Any thoughts or feelings for me? Okay. Yeah, there's a positive energy, like a family energy, like feel like likable, positive energy. Yes, I would say. Pooja, what are the personality traits of the soulmate person? Okay. So things like responsible and hardworking come through. It's kind of like a generous but fair kind of energy. Feels like a little bit more of a serious person, but still able to have fun if that makes sense, but a little bit more on the serious side. But definitely seems like you'll get on in like a fun way. Yeah. Any advice from my guides regarding my spiritual path? Okay. So we'll see if we get anything in the ball, but we'll also probably pull an angel card for that one as well. There just feels to be a huge push of sharing your spiritual gifts um with more people, so like sharing your spiritual gifts with more people. So maybe giving healings or readings or whatever you might be drawn to do. You're kind of being pushed to do that a little bit. But we'll pull an angel card as well for that one. So there you are. It says Divine Order. Archangel Ragael. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So even if things look a little bit disorganized or chaotic, they are going how they should be going, and things are coming together nicely. Kevin says, if I try approaching P, I'm just going to say P, how would he respond? Okay. Yeah, I get like friendly. Again, I feel like it would be quite positive and friendly. So yeah, I do feel so. And Tamika, have I gained any weight from a Sanopine, the antipsychotic? Okay, gained any weight? I'm getting a no on that. I'm getting a no on that, actually. Fire and Water, hello and welcome. It's lovely to see you. I'm doing very well. I hope you are well. Pooja says, when could be the possibility of meeting the soulmate person? Okay. Feels more like middle to end of next year right now. That's how it feels. Please like the video if you haven't liked it already. I greatly appreciate that. Kevin, why P be interested? Oh, would P be interested in me romantically or relationship? Okay. So I'm getting a no on that, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. Fire and Water, what else do I need to check before jumping into my PhD adventure? Okay, what else do I need to check? Okay. There's, the energy coming through is there's kind of like some, it's like preparation of someone around you. It feels like there's either you don't have a lot of support at all, or there's someone who isn't very supportive around you, and it seems a little bit more like guidance of to not let that knock you down or drag you down. It very much seems to be more about your energy and the emotion that you're going in with, and keeping yourself kind of balanced is kind of more coming up, as opposed to something maybe physical, or something kind of on the logical side, like a PhD. Seems a little bit more like that. Tamika, how long will it take me to lose 31 kilograms on 40-hour fasts 3 times a week? Now that I'm on the new antipsychotic, as I don't think it's as bad as my other one. Okay, so how long will it take? So 31 kilogram, 40-hour fast 3 times a week. Okay. So I'm getting 5 months with that. Fire and Water, I hope to talk to the lady next week. Do you see everything going smoothly? Yes, I get a yes on that. So that's great. Best of luck to you as well. Best of luck. Kevin, will I be assigned to Sandeep as my mentor? If yes, then when? So it does feel very possible, and I get like 2 to 3 months with that. Fire and Water says that's absolutely right. Thank you. I appreciate feedback when it already resonates. I know sometimes getting a reading can be like a future thing, so sometimes people, they don't always say exactly straight away on stream that that's right. But I appreciate the feedback, so thank you. Tamika, I'm waiting for an interview with the ABC Broadcasting Company in Sydney. Will I get the short contract role? Okay. So I'm guessing a no on that one, unfortunately. But best of luck to you. Hopefully you can manifest and turn that around. Unfortunately, guessing a no on that. I'm sorry. So Kevin says any card. So I will do. Let's do you Akashic. Let's do Akashic. Okay. So you have commitment. So of course, when we see this card, we see the roses. It looks very. It's one of roses. Most commonly, it's commitment in a relationship. So it's that if you're single, you might meet someone. If you've met someone, you might become official. If you're official, you might get engaged, like all of that, like leveling up of a relationship, a higher commitment in a relationship realm. It's usually relationships. Very rarely it can be a big contract like work contract or buying a house, buying a car, even sometimes a big contract, something that is a big commitment. But most commonly it's the romantic side, of course, because it's roses. But just to bear in mind, for some people, very rarely it can be something else. Let's see. And that was Kevin. Fire and Water says, Tamika, your questions are always so relevant to me. Tamika, when will I get an ongoing full-time job in Sydney that's longer than shorter contracts? Yeah, so a more long-term, okay? I get like around April, May time coming through. Love card for Pooja. Forgive and release. You are stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger, which I think we do know, but sometimes we can carry anger. It's a natural human emotion. So just a reminder to carry love and forgiveness more often than you tap into that negative emotion. Please like the video if you haven't liked it already. I greatly appreciate that. Um, Kevin, is there any specific reason why Sandeep will I assigned as my mentor? Is it because I'm doing well in my work or learning, or will they get a project for which I can get suggested or something? Okay. Yeah, it seems like a specific project. Like it seems like maybe I don't know necessarily if you'll be put forward for a like um by someone or if you'll be like I don't know apply for it. I don't know how it will go, but it does seem to be specific. Yeah, it's always nice when people are resonating together in the chat. By the way, with Tamika and Fire and Water there. Love card for Kevin. Take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. Very, very interesting. Because I feel like I resonate with that a little bit at the moment, to be honest. Um, so that's nice. Tamika, will I have a short time contract role before I start the longer term job, like you said, April or May? Yes, I get a yes on that. Card of my choice for Fire and Water. Okay, so I'm going to do you an angel card, but I'm going to pull you a Making Magic as well because I know you haven't had one yet. They're brand new. I brought them yesterday from around here where I'm staying right now. So yeah, we'll do two. So for angel, you have compassion. So we have Archangel Zadkiel. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all of the people involved, including yourself. Don't forget to soften your energy and have compassion towards yourself as well. And making magic, you have one enchanted evening, the perfect night. So you actually get a symbol for manifesting what it's saying that you need to manifest. So maybe you need to manifest a nice little perfect night, whether that's like just a night of like self care, or a night with the loved one, or a night with friends. But it's an enchanted evening, and this is the symbol. So if you do want to focus on it for a moment, if you do want that enchanted evening, you could focus on that. Then we have Kevin. What are Aniruddha's Um, feelings and thoughts about me, anything romantic, okay? It feels positive. It feels positive. It feels, it feels positive. It feels like likable. Again, it feels like friendly. I don't really feel romantic right now. I'm not saying that's not a possibility, but I don't feel romantic right now. Hello, Rain. Ans, hello and welcome. Oh, I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you are well. Love, light, and blessings. Rain, card of my choice. Let's give you an Akashic. Okay, so you have the lightning bolt. So it looks scary, and sometimes it can be, but it's not necessarily. In the end, it isn't. So, what it means is there's going to be a kind of big change that's coming in your life path, and it's going to be a little bit out of your control. So sometimes it can be positive. It can be a positive change. It's just it's out of your control. So the kind of negative energy around a positive change can be we're still going into the unknown. Even if it's positive, it can still be nerve wracking because it's new. Um, but unfortunately, sometimes with this one, it can be a negative change, but the outcome in the end um, is positive. So it, there's a reason for this change. The reason the change is out of your control is because the path needs to take you to a certain place. It needs to take you to where it needs to take you. So in the end, you're somewhere much more positive. You're somewhere great. Um, so yeah. So a big change you can't quite control, but taking you somewhere even better than you are now. So in the end, it's very, very nice. So that's great. Anne says, what is coming towards me in love in December? Okay. So any love coming up in December, I'll check the ball and see what the ball says, and we'll pull you a love card as well. So I'm feeling like not quite December, but I'm not feeling like it's going to be too long after. So maybe like within January. I really don't feel like it's going to be too far after this month. So let's do a love card and see what we get here. Stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. Very nice. Um, Fire and water. Both cards resonated. Great. Thank you again. Feedback again. I'm really happy with that. So I'm glad that they resonate. Tamika, I plan on moving to Italy in December. How long after will I meet my future husband? Okay. Feels like 4 or 5 months. So it doesn't feel like too long. It feels like about 4 or 5 months. And this is a card from Zoya to me. Thank you so much, dear beautiful sister. Okay, so um, let's do. I'll do a chakra card and see what comes up. Actually, no, I don't think that right. I'll do an angel card. I feel like angel card. So there you are. Victory. You have victory. So Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So any prayers or any wishes, any affirmations that you may have or desires with this person, um, they're being answered. Basically, is what it's saying. So, and then also you say, should I move to a foreign country for further studies after my masters? Okay. Yes, I'm getting a yes on that. But travel's always great for, um, you know, starseeds, light workers, people who are highly spiritual. Travel's always like a great option. I feel like it's almost always a yes. Rain says, is the lightning bolt card regarding my career, love life, or something else? Okay. I'm getting career more closely. Sometimes it can bleed into other areas, but I'm getting in the ball. I'm getting career come up. Tamika says, "Will I get Italian or French citizenship first?" Okay, I get Italian. I get Italian. Thank you for the cute emoji in the chat. And Rain says, "May I have a love card?" Of course. There we are. So it says, "Let go of the need to control. Allow the situation to unfold naturally." So yeah, just releasing any manifestations or affirmations you might be doing on the love path at the moment, letting that energy settle and letting the universe carry you to where you're going. Kevin, do you still see that the revenue from the farmland which my father has will start from February next year? What is the percentage of that happening? Okay. Actually does seem to have shifted. I don't really feel much for February, and I'm actually getting September come through, unfortunately. So I'm really sorry to give you a later date, but hopefully, hopefully that can flip back because we want money, you know. Rain says, "Should I enter the children's book contest with the December 15th deadline?" Okay. Yes, I get a yes on that. So best of luck if you do enter. Of course, I will be praying for your winning. Um, Fire and water. I feel betrayed by everybody around me. My husband has been changing his behavior a lot recently. Can he be trusted or is it just manipulation? Okay. So, I mean, ultimately, it feels like he can be trusted. Like, I don't feel like a super negative, like, you need to leave, you must get out kind of energy. I do feel kind of like I feel like he does need a bit more growth than I feel like he should have had more growth than he has had by now. That's kind of how the energy feels. And it feels a little bit like he might be resistant to that. And not really resistant to that, unfortunately. So I don't feel like it's, like I said, like you need to get out, like it's so bad. But it does feel like this person is just not quite as grown as it feels like they should be. So yeah, maybe there's a bit of manipulation there. Rain, should I try to go to both the kimono classes and work on the ninth, or just the kimono class? Okay. So if both are possible, it doesn't feel any negative energy around that, but the class is coming up more prominently. Rain says, "By the way, you made me help organise and heal my emotions yesterday. Thank you so much for that." Oh, I I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. But love, life, and blessings. I'll always be here for you. And like I said, and like I do say, even just to chat, guys, if you really do need to vent or reach out to someone, my email, Facebook, and Discord are all in the description. It's not just to send queries about booking something. You don't have to book something with me. We can be friends. Noor says, "What does Noor mean to Faisal?" Okay. There's definitely a soft spot. It feels like there's a kind of a big place in the heart and mind. It does feel nice. Rain says, "I feel better about the Yuto situation. I feel both more detached and kinder towards him." Well, you're so welcome, but I feel like already, like you're I feel like already you were kind of being that bigger person. Like I feel like some of the things you were saying were very grown. Things like things that people like us should be saying, you know? So yeah, but that's great. I'm happy to be a part of it, but I think that you're doing very well. Kevin, why did you change? Does something need to happen? Okay. It just feels like there's delays in alignment. It doesn't feel like blocks. So it wouldn't necessarily say anything specific needs to happen. Um, but yeah, it feels like delays in alignments. Maybe it can be brought forward. I mean, I guess work hard, I guess, or you know, it might be. Um, but yeah, I feel like it could be brought forward, but that's just what's coming through right now. Um, Rain says, may I have an angel card? Comfort. Comfort for Rain. Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Very nice. So some heart healing from Archangel Azrael. Kevin, do you still see me going abroad next year? Any percentage for that? I would say 70, 75. I feel like it's quite high. I would say yes. Rain says, should I start Monjaro again? I'm guessing yes on that, actually. Sorry, I can never pronounce that word. um, Sid was kept trying to tell me how to pronounce it, and I just kept getting it wrong. Tamika, will I find permanent work in the arts in France after my masters in Italy? And how long after I finish my masters? Okay. Feels like about 8, 9 months after you finished, but yes, I do get a yes. Fire and water. Sounds right. I just saw a video on the epidemic of immature men. Yeah, yes. I know. I don't want to generalize too much or anything like that, but I do feel like I suppose there's been a lot of things like in terms of the content that's been put out there, you know, which we all take in, you know, it's content is like food these days. It's like food for our brain, you know. What we take in is what influences our mindsets. And there has been a lot of very strange, immature content aimed at men. So it just makes it kind of makes sense. Um Rain says, may I have an Acacia card for my connection with Yuto? Acacia card, yes. So we have the King of Forces. So this is interesting because it does link to a male. So of course this would represent Yuto. Um, it's the King of Forces. So it's coming into balance of mind, body, and spirit. Feeling very satisfied, whole, kind of, you know, fulfilled maybe on the life path. So coming back into balance in some way, and maybe even coming a little bit into spirituality, but particularly coming into balance in mind, body, and spirit, um, being very in a good place, you know, being like being your best self, you know, being their best selves. So yeah, it's quite a positive one in regards to Yuto specifically, but it can link to, well, it can have a indirect effect on your connection because they're being very balanced. Maybe that helps to balance the connection as well, you know. Um, Noor says, what are Faisal's feelings for Noor? Okay. Just feels very positive, very kind of I'd say positive. So positive but passive is the way I put it. So all of those feelings we were talking about, like the soft spot, the care, the you know, positive energies, but it feels a little bit passive in the sense of it feels a little bit like um it's not at the forefront of their minds a lot. like it's they do have really positive feelings towards you, but maybe they're not always thinking of you. Like you're on the back of the mind. Maybe they're distracted. Maybe they have other things going on. Maybe they're suppressing feelings a little bit. Hey, hello, welcome, Rain. All my friends, Hozuki and her beer, Yuki, a good match. She seems lonely in the relationship, and I worry a bit. Okay. Okay. So I don't get an overwhelmingly negative feeling, I don't want to say like, oh, they're horrible for each other, But I do feel like there's definitely a better match for her. I definitely would say I agree. There's a better match for her out there. I'm very well. I hope you are well. So AA, Ash's thoughts for me today. Yeah, quite positive. Just thinking about you. Um, I feel like just kind of wondering how you are kind of energy, just wondering how you are, hoping you're okay. Just that kind of energy. Um, so just to let you guys know, we have about 20 minutes left. So if you are new, I'm Venus, this is Secret Frequencies, and we are doing crystal ball readings. Um, we do have some cards. So we have Angel, Akashic, chakra, love, and making magic. So you have 5 oracle cards to choose from, or you can ask specific questions for the crystal ball. If you are new, please leave your full name and date of birth with your question. But yeah, I don't actually think we have anyone new in, but I just thought I would say that. And yeah, so we have about 20 minutes left because I have to check out. I have to check out of the hotel and put all my things back in my car. I have actually decided to stay here for one more night. I'm just not staying in this place. Um, so yeah, um, kind of interesting considering how negative the energies felt yesterday here. I feel like I was definitely able to help in flipping them around, so that's good. Tamika, will I be in France or Italy when I get Italian citizenship? Italy comes as Italy. Chakra card for Rain. So there's some focus, some healing needed with the sacral chakra still. So it could be, I don't necessarily feel like energetically myself that you need to release anything, but it might be just about keeping upkeep on that area for a little bit. So, the chakra of me that often gets like attacked or I just have issues with it is my throat chakra. And so even when I'm not having like an issue or an attack and my throat chakra is very balanced, I'm still doing a lot of upkeep on it and kind of protecting, healing, well, protecting and upkeep because I don't want to suffer, with the area that's quite common to suffer. So I'm not saying that your sacral is common to suffer, but I'm just saying that even though I don't feel like you need an actual release from there, you might just need to do a little bit of work on that. So maybe listening to some sacral frequencies or doing a bit of meditation, focusing on that area, wearing the color yellow, orange, sorry, orange, wearing the color orange, just anything like that. Fire and water, thank you, dear Venus. I'm so happy I caught you this time. I'll go back to sleep as I have been. Oh no! Oh no! Can anybody please in the chat, if you do have the ability or you're willing to, send positive energy or a little prayer for Fire and Water, who has been sick since Sunday. I will also do that myself. Love, light, and blessings to you. Positive energy, prayers, healing will be sent to you. But I'm so very glad you came on. Really lovely to see you. Yes, always nice. AA says, what does Asha love about me? So I get a lot of like in the personality, like comfort of talking to you and kind of finding like a resonating level of humor, you know, like feeling like you click in a way and you get on with maybe not like likes and dislikes, but the way that you kind of are both are. I do feel like there's physical things as well, but the aspects of your personality that shine through are quite prominent. Rain says a magic card, yes. So your one is little luxuries. So this symbol generates little luxuries, luxurious experiences and surroundings. Luxurious experiences and surroundings. So probably more than luxurious experience more than a physical item, but still luxury nonetheless. So there's a luxury symbol. Might try to manifest a new Vivienne Westwood bag with that symbol. Yeah, little luxuries, very, very nice. So towards the Tara, hello and welcome. Says you're up early. I hope you're having a good trip. I'm going to do some more work on the apartment today. Amazing. I've been seeing some of your YouTube clips pop up, and kind of like meaning to go and watch them. I have a few things, a few people that I'm meaning to just check in on and watch and see what's going on. So yeah, not 100% sure on what you've been up to, but it's really great to see you. Really great for you to check in, and I hope the work on the apartment goes great. I hope it's going really well already. Look after yourself. Be safe. You know, if you're like climbing up ladders or anything dangerous, please be safe. But yes, I'm having a great trip. It's definitely got a lot better in the evening, and hopefully I'm going to have a wonderful day. I'm checking out pretty soon. Checking out in just over 10 minutes. Well, ending the stream in just over 10 minutes to then check out. Noor says, how does Faisal view Noor? I feel like in a positive light, and you're being viewed as someone who's special in a sense, special in a way. That's how it comes across. AA says, how does SB think about me? He's a crush, okay? I feel like there's not much like energy towards you at the moment, like, you know, not platonically or romantically. I don't really feel like there's a lot of energy towards you at the moment, but I feel like there's potential for it. I feel like there's potential for increase in like attraction, an increase in interest, an increase in, you know, just being drawn to you. I do feel like there's possibility of that. Ocean Rain says, so the Acacia card is more for how Yuto is feeling himself. Yeah, it did come up as more personal one, but it can, when someone's really, really balanced, it can affect their like relationships and you know, their surrounding kind of things, because well, they're more balanced, so their throat chakra's more balanced, their heart chakra's more balanced, you know, so it can affect, indirectly affect connections. I could do another one for you if you want, if we could try to get a bit more about the connection. I just don't have anything other than Acacia. Oh, and there we go. Oh, how funny! So he got the King of Forces, and you're getting the Queen of Forces, and both the right way. So you're coming into balance of mind, body, and spirit as well. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Same meaning, just this is the Queen and that was the King. Very interesting. Tamika, will my next 2 job roles in Australia be in the arts or government? Okay. So I'm leaning more to one in each. Any card for AA? Let's do love. Law of attraction. You have been manifesting this relationship. Everything you want will soon be yours. Very nice. Rain, Do my spirit guides have any messages for me? Some change coming up. It's a little bit more of a channeling question, but I'll just see if I can get anything like not too big. Looks like we have a super sticker. Oh, Rain! Rain sent a super sticker. Oh, that's my favorite one so far with the eye. I like that. I like that. So we have like it's like, does it say something? It says sneak peek, but it reminds me of the the evil eye amulet protection. Let me find where I was up to, sorry. We were looking to see if we could get something from the guides for Rain. Bear with me. Oh, I can't see it. Can't find it. There we go. I've got it. Okay. So I'm guessing, so the first message that's coming through is very kind of it's very positive on your journey. Like it's very kind of like affirmative. It's like they're giving you kind of like love and joy and saying that you're doing really well. So we do get a really positive message, but I am getting a kind of guidance and a push to your social energies. And I think I'm pretty sure this came up yesterday with you. It's like a push to social energies. So like um encouraging you to get out there, encouraging you to specifically with like meeting people, trying new things, um being in places with a lot of people, it does seem like meeting people that maybe not necessarily your soul family, but people that really resonate with you is very prominent energy right now. That there may be some new people that you're being guided to come into your life. Um, yeah, so new people you're being guided to come into your life and very positively. And I do feel like that links to romantic for one of those people, but I also feel like there could be other people as well. Tara, good morning. I hope you found some new places today. Yes, I've had a suggestion from a local here on some places to go, so I have a bit of a list. I'm going to go sit in like a cafe somewhere. I'm going to get some work done that needs doing. And then I'm going to have a little look at the suggestions they've given me and see what I want to do. So yeah, maybe there'll be a stream if I can stream somewhere outdoors. It looks like we're getting a good day again, and what I mean by a good day in winter here is it's not raining. If it's not raining and you can kind of see the sun a little bit, it's a good day in the UK. Yeah, it even looks like we've got blue sky. It's not overcast. Um, so Ocean saying what should be my priority at this time? I do feel like it's social energies. I do feel like it's that throat chakra energy. Tara says for sure I'm pro at climbing for construction. Still be careful. I still don't want you to have an accident. Yasa says hi, hello, welcome. It's nice to see you again. Can I know how my probation review in my current company is going on? Okay. I'm getting very positive energy with that, so best of luck to you. Rain says I thought the sticker was fitting to you. Thank you. Yes, I agree. I think it is. No says does Faisal see me as high value woman? Yes, I get a yes on that. Rain says, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't trying to force you to draw another card for the YouTube." No, it's I never feel like you're trying to force me, but I think it's interesting and maybe it was meant to be to draw them both because it's interesting how you got the same ones. Um, Rain says, "What can I do to contribute to my dad's happiness?" Okay. Yeah, so it's really feeling like it's, I don't know if maybe to you this it's more of a, maybe it's just confirmation of what you're already doing, because it doesn't feel like I'm being kind of it doesn't feel like I'm telling you to do this as such. Maybe increase it a little bit if I need to, but what I'm really being told is like quality time is like really, really important. Um, keeping like conversation as much as possible, like just whatever it might be, just random talk, just keeping kind of you know, I don't know, telling stories, random talk, whatever it might be. But definitely like the quality time. It feels like um as much kind of time as you can manage is kind of the guidance, if that makes sense. And not to pressure yourself or to, you know, yeah, not to pressure yourself or to feel bad, but as much time as you can give, it seems to be the most important. Um, so I do have to go pretty shortly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll down the chat. If anybody is new or hasn't been in for long and hasn't had many questions answered, I will just be answering those ones probably. Let me see the time. Yeah, because I do have to start kind of getting ready to um let me see how far down the chat is. Oh, it's not that far down actually. I'll just carry on. Um I It's just because I don't want to miss the check-in time, of course. Kevin, when do you see me being in a relationship with someone? Any timeline and percentage? Most probably, I would say 4 to 5 months, and I would say around 80%. So it does feel like it's quite high. Beautiful guidance, thank you, says Rain. You're very welcome, of course. Kevin, is there anything that can postpone the timeline for me to go abroad from next year to some other time? So anything that can postpone the timeline for me to go abroad from next year to some other time, okay. Yes. So it seems like there's another opportunity as well, where if you take that one, of course, it's like one or the other. So there is another opportunity that may delay you or prevent you from having that other opportunity. Yeah, so you're very welcome. It's lovely to see you. Sunrise says, will I be single in 2026? I'm guessing a no on that. Noor says, does Noor have special place in Faisal's heart? Yes, I guess a yes on that. Um, Super sticker, thank you so much, Rain. I doubt it's changed much from yesterday, but how is Yuto feeling towards me? Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like too much difference in this energy, but I do feel like there's a little bit of a positive increase. So it feels similar, but I would say slight increase in the positive energy, if that makes sense. So I hope that makes sense. Slight increase. Tara, it sounds like a nice area. Those small towns are nice, but small towns can be dramatic and gossipy. I prefer to just stay at home these days to avoid my small town drama. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Yes, I'm not really from a small town as such like that, so I don't really know. But I have heard that like everybody knows everybody else's business in places like this, and I will be eating in a local um pub tonight. So I think so. Having met some of the locals here, so maybe I'll be hearing some gossip there. So that's very interesting. So yeah, so I'm staying another night to spend a bit of time with some locals here. So and that's quite nice. Although I will have to leave early the next morning, but oh well. Hi Alpana, I'm very well, I hope you are well. May you know when you see my business in tarot growing, okay. So I'm guessing a bit of a wider time frame here. I'm guessing like 3 to 6 months. So there's a possibility for 3, which of course is a preferred one, but it could go up to 6, unfortunately. It might just be about the slow momentum of getting that reach. I feel like, although tarot and like spiritual things are very popular, I don't feel like that in terms of things that people watch online, like content people watch online, things like that. Um, I do feel like it's a bit of a slower momentum. I don't feel like it's something that's super um searched or super popular. It's definitely like a big niche, but it's not. You know what I mean? I think. Nor does Faisal have respect for. No, not so. I guess, but it's not super strong. Tara, I often check out for a hotel a few minutes before the checkout time. Hope you can find some treasures today. Yeah, I'm probably going to check out just before. The hotel I was in last night was really nice. You know, they were just like, oh yeah, checkout is 11, but just take your time. It's totally fine. Like stay on the ground, stay where you want. So they were really nice. Kevin, when can I get this another opportunity for me which can delay me to go abroad? Feels like it could come up in about 2 months. Anya, hello and welcome. Rain says that's interesting. Nothing changed between us except the shift in energy from my side. Yeah. And Anya says, may I know if I still meet Amit next week? I guess a yes on that. So best of luck for you. And yeah, so I do apologise for those of you who have come in a little bit late. I did only have an hour, like I said. It is because I have to check out, so I kind of do have to go. Before I go, I wanted to show you guys something because um oh is that a compliment on my hair colour? Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. And Rain says, hope you have a wonderful rest of your trip. If you have not liked the video yet, please do like it because you will make it 10 likes. If you're someone who hasn't liked it, I would greatly appreciate that just before you leave. But I just want to show you guys something just before I go because I meant to show you yesterday. So in the room I'm in, as you can see, it's pretty nice. Like, I love orange, so this is great for me. I think that's perfectly fine. But there's a picture that's facing the bed that I find really creepy. And I don't know what you guys think of it, but I'm going to show you it. I'm going to show you it, so let me just turn around the camera. I think it is, like, super creepy. What do you think of that? I think it's, like, super creepy. That's just one thing I was like, can I cover this picture or like take this picture off the wall? Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Love, lights and blessings to Mika. Threaten to charge you for another day if you're not gone by 11. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think some places just want to charge you. They want the extra money, don't they? Yeah, I think it's super creepy. I don't know what it is. I think it's how dark it's done as well, you know? It's just really dark. But yeah, so I just wanted to show that. So thank you guys so much. Whoever gives the last like to get me to 10, I greatly appreciate that. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, morning, whatever it is for you. Love, lights and blessings. Hello, lovely baby. I'm so sorry, but I'm just jumping off. But it's lovely to see you. Hope to see you on the next one. Shout out to Rain. I greatly appreciate the super stickers and super chats. And yeah, I'm glad I was able to come on for an hour anyway, at least. If I can come back on later, I will. If I can come back on later, I will. But I'm not really 100% because I'm, you know, I'll just see. Um, yeah, you can do a super chat if you want a quick, really quick one. And then I'll rush out of the room. Yeah, okay. Here I am with my beautiful, um, whatever it is, stag. Okay. Would you like the question? If you just want to ask one question, I will do it. I have the ball here still. I will do it if you have one question, but please, please be quick. Lovely baby. I really have to jump off. No, don't say that I match him. Okay, I'll have to jump. I have to jump out, guys. So love, light, and blessings. Lovely baby. I'm very, very sorry, but I do have to go. So, love, light, and blessings. Hope to see you guys soon. Have a wonderful day, and